Hello again, Struck Quab. Starting a new game sometimes comes with a lot of questions. What to level up first, what to spend my resources on first, what difficulty do I play on, is there any hidden secret loot, or are there any hidden collectibles I need to get? How do I farm specific gear quicker? And those are just some examples. I'll try to answer these questions alongside a few more with this short guide video. Let's start talking about collecting all attribute points. This is something that each of you would wanna do on every character. Each quest or story, as you might wanna call it, has a collectible attribute point located somewhere in Act 2 of that quest/story. At launch, the game has 9 such quests, which means 9 collectible attribute points. Make sure to look for those hidden attribute points, which you might miss if only following the main quest directions, and to collect them. Some of those have more complicated to solve puzzles, which I will make sure to make a written guide and a video for in case it's needed. I cannot confirm or deny whether the incoming summer DLC or the 2 fall DLCs, one paid, one free, which will each add a new story with 3 acts each, whether those would give us an extra attribute point in Act 2 of those quests, of those new missions. However, since the free fall DLC says that there will be new difficulty ratings, that's me quoting from the roadmap, that probably would mean a difficulty higher than Vanquisher, and having an extra attribute point or 2 or 3 for that would be great, and it would make sense. So make sure to find those 9 attribute points and implement them in your builds. Make sure you don't miss them. The second thing I'd like to talk about is not over pushing the difficulty. At times you might find yourself tempted to push the stage difficulty to the next one before you're actually ready to make that leap. The suggested gear score rating for each difficulty is a great way to know if your team is up to the task. However, it is important to know that this suggested gear score is for a group of 4. So the less party members, the bigger score each of them will actually need to be able to do that specific difficulty. For example, 2 players of gear score 1500 will be able to super quickly clear, reasonably quickly clear 1250 score maps, but might struggle in a 1500 score map and clear unreasonably slow. So 1500 gear score person will definitely find it a tough experience in a 1500 suggested score map. Except maybe if it's a range hero like Katy Bree, but even then it will still take a while, unless she has a lot of damage. The upcoming mage might also be good for sewing, but time will tell once the hero is added. And another example would be 3 people, for example, will need at least 2000 gear score each to be able to finish a 1850 recommended score map reasonably quickly. The case, however, is very different when a single person can carry the whole map by themselves and the rest are there just to get boosted and to distract the enemies as meat shields at times. It's better to co-op, but so is doable too. As I mentioned in the previous segment or above, solo will be doable, and when reasonably geared and with the right build, certain classes can solo certain content. While you're new, it's going to be much better to play with others, and it will allow you to push your gear score quicker because of being able to tackle the higher difficulties sooner. This results in gearing up with the next rank of items quicker and climbing to the next difficulty quicker, and so on until you're ready to just farm Ascended. I'd recommend giving the public matchmaking a try, as it will let you progress at a faster pace. Normally I don't recommend this in games if it can be avoided, but I think in this game it's not that bad to try the public matchmaking. Preferred loot drops. Pay attention to each quest/story on the map screen. They all have something that says preferred gear set drop written under it, which means that there is a higher chance of pieces from that specific set to drop when doing either of the 3 acts of that quest. This would help us focus when farming specific sets that we want for our builds much quicker. Upgrade your weapon first. When you first start on any hero, you won't have much gold or crystal shards, and since you'll be constantly pushing the gear ranks, and as you climb the difficulties, you'll find yourself with a lot of stuff that needs to be upgraded or unlocked, and not that much gold or crystals at your disposal. I'd say that maxing out your weapon should be the only thing you upgrade at the start gear-wise. So that you have enough gold for unlocking moves and upgrading consumables. And whenever you find yourself with a little bit of extra spare gold, then you might try and upgrade something else. But still stick to mostly upgrading the weapon until you reach rank 4 or 5 gear. Which consumables to upgrade first? I'd say that on every class you most likely want to unlock the potion of heroism, which is the yellow one, for ultimate meter recharge very early on. Next, you'll probably see a lot of benefit in unlocking the elixir of concentration, which is the purple one, for quicker ability cooldowns. Some classes and builds will greatly benefit from the stamina potion, but it seems that it's not that high of a priority as not everyone needs it as much. The other 3 elixirs, for example, are not that bad and probably will be very useful for specific boss fights where physical resistance or elemental resistance or unstoppable, which pretty much makes you immune to stuns and knockdowns, you still take damage though, where those would be useful. Whereas for the alchemist's fire, for the grenade that does damage, it seems to be kind of underwhelming, especially the higher you go in the difficulties, the less use you would see from it. So I would personally stay away from that one. Use the environment. Using the environment can be very helpful, especially in those early difficulties like Hero, Guardian or Champion, which is recommended gear score 1250, 1500 and 1850. There are several things that can damage enemies: exploding barrels, acid pools, ice shards on the ground that you need warmth for, and various traps. Take advantage of those when possible and see your foes get destroyed quicker. And this sums up this short guide, this collection of tips and pieces of advice. Hopefully it was helpful to you and that you would get benefit from watching this video. To get notified when I upload more content for this game or other games like this one, which would be wooters of all varieties, isometric, third-person ARPGs, wooter shooters and all sorts of wooters like that, you could subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to not miss out on my content updates. And optionally, you can even join as a member of the Struck Club on YouTube as a channel member to get access to exclusive perks such as special emotes custom made by me, special badges custom made by me that represents how many months you have been a member for, as well as opt-in of editing tutorials that I can give for Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, as well as shoutouts and things like that. And I would like to use this part of the video to thank all my YouTube members and Twitch subscribers. Thank you for supporting the channel and keeping me going. Thank you also for watching this video, everyone. Keep it cool, Struck Club. Until next time, and goodbye.